Well, folks, I'm sitting here in the kitchen of my domicile. Avalon's our employer, she's at work. I've just been making some lacto-fermented garlic. I'm doing a little video on that. It's going to take about a day to do because got to let it sit for half an hour to an hour, swish it around a bit more, let it sit for another half an hour to an hour, then swish it around a bit more, check it, and then put it into jars, weight it down, put it in the back of the cupboard for about a week or so. But what have I been doing since I've last done a video? Now, I can't remember what I did in the last video, and it was a while ago. Every time I do these videos, I keep thinking I want to do more videos. There's lots going on. I do a little bit of spoon carving, a little bit of weaving. Really need to get myself into gear on the weaving. I've got all the gear upstairs, but just getting it set up, getting it doing. Been doing more up until the lockdown. I've been doing my little bit at Sissinghurst. I did have the winter layoff. We did one session. Then we had the lockdown. I didn't get many people on that day. I managed to lose one of these, a Victorinox knife. It's the next model down from this. It was actually called the camping knife, but I bought a new one. It's got a few more gadgets on it, a few more tools, a little chisel on that. Very useful bit of kit. Don't do equipment reviews as such. And I've bought a hammock stand for the back garden. And that's good because it means I can get used, because I haven't been solo camping for quite a while. I'd rather spend time camping with Avalon, to be quite honest. We have a big tent, although I've got a strong suspicion that due to this COVID-19 there's going to be no camping this year, which is really annoying because we quite look forward to it. We've got 3 little doggies we can take out with us, and it's great. We set the old tent up. The tent is huge. You may have seen a picture of it, and you could almost park the car in it and still have room to spare. But it's good. It's a nice sized tent because if it's raining, we can sit in there. We've got room to move around. Of course, we've got the 3 doggies as well. We haven't taken all Thor's come camping with us, but the other 2 haven't yet. Because we only acquired those 2 little doggies beginning of last November, I think. Might have been the end of October. Other than that, I've not been out much. I've done the odd thing, but most of the time I get into the woods, I'm walking the dogs. I do want to get out in the woods a bit more. I want to make a bit more effort on the foraging side of life. And also get a little bit more crafting done. The trouble is, by the time I get home from work, I'm feeling tired, a little bit knackered, partly due to my age, partly due to the diabetes, and I do work quite hard when I'm there. It's been a good job. I'm a key worker. I'm still working at the moment. And it's great being that, it's great doing that sort of thing. Make bread for the masses. And if anybody ever wants any bread making tips, just drop us a line, either through Facebook or on here or on Twitter, and we'll take it from there. I'm pretty good on the advice. My favourite backwoods recipe for bannock, type of bread, is quite nice. I use 3 parts flour, 2 parts skim milk powder, a good pinch of salt, and maybe if I'm using self-raising wholemeal flour, chuck a little bit of extra baking powder in, because the wholemeal can be quite a dense loaf, and then I'll chuck some raisins in it just to give it a bit of sweetness. Never put sugar in it as such, because there's enough sugar in the carbohydrates, and if I've used raisins, in the raisins themselves. Great breakfast thing. You have that, a little bit of bacon or sausage cooked over the open fire, cup of tea, or if you're that way inclined, a nice bit of cowboy coffee, and really nice. As I say, it's been a while since I've done that. I've got all my gear set up to go out and do that again, and this happened. So I've not been watching many bushcrafty type videos over the last couple of years, basically because a lot of it wasn't relevant to me. My take on bushcraft is like being a naturalist with a tent. I do back garden safaris with my camera. If you look on my Facebook page, you will see that. I like getting out in the back garden with my camera, stick on a few extension tubes and go around chasing spiders, little syrphids and what have you. I've got some, once I finish this bottle of squash here, and I've got this, I'm going to make a Tolgrim funnel, and I want to see what lies beneath the soil. As I say, so not been bushcrafting much, but it's still there. I have started spoon carving again. That was in the good weather. I spoon carve outside. I took the decision on that. Although Avalon doesn't mind me carving indoors, I much rather prefer to have the wood chips outside. The dogs bring the wood chips in anyway, so. Getting on with some plenty of reading. I'm reading the Diaries of a Young Naturalist by David Attenborough. It's his early days of Zoo Quest, and I've been reading a book called Chasing the Ghost, which is all about this man's quest to find the final 50 flowers in Kemble Martin's book, and also a ghost orchid and what have you. So, have I been out? Yes, I go out every week. Now, last week was a bit of a revelation. The dogs took us on a little detour, and it was a bit of a scramble. I mean, they're tiny little things. They can get under the branches and over logs and what have you, whereas we can't. But we found a really lovely patch of bluebells. Being as it was very early in the morning, the bluebells was absolutely stonkingly gorgeous smelling. And I found some three-cornered leek. Bit of an effort to get to, so I'm going to leave them for a while. Maybe go back to them next year. I'm going to try and develop my foraging skills again. Get back into foraging again. I've started with the wild garlic, making garlic butter, pesto, and, as I say, fermenting the wild garlic. I'll be doing some stuff from upstairs in the man cave. I've got back into playing the trombone over the last year. At the moment, the band is in lockdown because I'm in Heathfield Silver Band, and it's been nice getting back. I haven't played the trombone for the last few weeks very much. It's just a load of things, really. The depression of this blasted lockdown. Even though I'm working, it's hard on everybody. Some people it's harder than most. Avalon's hours have been cut, and we're just finding it just a little bit depressing. I try and keep not a stiff upper lip so much as try and keep a sunny disposition on it all. There are people who are a lot worse off than me, an awful lot worse off than me. How we're going to come out of this, I don't know. Anyway, I'm digressing. So, as I said, not been out in the woods so much, but I've got back into spoon carving again. Also doing things like this. This is a wool lanyard made from various bits of wool that Avalon's thrown over to me. I did try to kumihimo it, which is a type of Japanese braiding, but I got it wrong. Instead of having 8 bobbins on for a basic braid, I only used 4, so basically it's a 4-string plait. Lovely little thing. Love the knife. It's a great everyday carry thing. Just keep it in my pocket. And in fact, I did get a little sheath so I can pop it on my belt. Other than that, guys, it's nice to be back, and I'm going to try and do some sort of blog every week, or maybe twice a week on here. It will be a whole mixture of things. It's not just going to focus on bushcraft as such. It's might be a little bit of stuff in the kitchen, making a bit of soda bread or bannock, making a sauerkraut, or as at the moment I'm doing the old lacto fermented thing. Garlic. I'll be doing a lot more lacto fermentation, and I'm considering getting the old dehydrator out and having a go at dehydrating stuff and putting stuff by for the winter. Other than that, not too bad. I'm in the peak of health. Some days I do feel knackered. Also another reason for not doing so many videos over the last year or so is I've been pretty sort of poorly. I had a really bad UTI, and though it sort of really manifested itself last autumn, I think I've had it for quite a while. Anyway, guys, more down the line. It's nice to be back, and I hope to catch up with you all soon. Bye.